Sorry,
It's Friday morning and Lavona's family is getting ready for a special day in their calendar. Today is casual day at school. As the head of her home, she is tasked with making sure that 21 people that live with her are as well looked after as possible.
Every morning I must get them dressed and I must brush their hair and I must talk every morning with them.
Lavona receives money each month from state grants. Included is her husband's pension and child welfare.
I'm supposed to take care of my sister's 4 children, my daughter's 2 children and 6, and my son, and my daughter-in-law in Delft. Her 3 children is also here because she's on drugs and the children stay here, they go to school here and everything.
Take a photo of her because she wants to be an actor one day. Really.
No boys, all girls. 10 girls.
I like girls.
And all of them is going to school here.
And this one is going to college.
Totaling 3,600 rand, she uses the money to pay for rent, utilities, school fees and clothing for the children.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 sleep in the bed and 3 sleep on the floor.
Budgeting as strictly as possible, it is only days later and she is left with nothing. Opting to avoid money lenders, Lavona borrows money from her neighbours, who don't charge her any interest.
There's no thing for breakfast or thing. If they go to school, I buy a bread and butter or whatever, or sometimes I take butter and bread and black coffee and they eat it. But sometimes there's nothing for them. And I tell them you can go eat there at the school because the school is giving porridge and whatever. And I say go to the school and you go fetch your porridge and whatever. And I make a plan before they come out of school for them to eat when they come home. At the end of the day, there is only a 300 or 400 left to buy, and I can't go to the shop and go buy groceries with that 400 because it's too little.
On the 1st of every month, Lavona joins hundreds of pensioners that queue outside supermarket in Mitchell's Plain to collect their pension money.
We leave home at 5 o'clock. We come here at 20 to 6. And we must stand here till 8 o'clock. You see? And it's dangerous for us, but sometimes there's no transport for us. And we must walk till here. And there's old people here who come here and come for that pension. And that pension we get here is very little. The old people can't go living with that money.
Every month is like this. It's only pensioners who's here. Pension and disability people who is here. I can't buy a lot of groceries because I must first pay what I lend for food for this month. And then I must pay my funeral, and when there's leftovers, then I can buy something to eat for the month.
Rather than queuing, Lavona and some others prefer to buy a few things inside the shop, getting the remainder of their money from the tills. Like Lavona, others are also struggling to balance their books.
If they give their 1,000 rand and they go in ShopRite and they go out here, they got nothing. In the whole month, and there's a little what she got, she must pay her debts and she must buy electrician and all of that. And the day is not passed and the old man got nothing. And there's the whole month she must live like that. It's impossible, man.
While the kids are at school, Lavona's daughter-in-law helps out by keeping the house clean.
They don't bath every night. Night they take 2 kettles of water and wash them. And Sundays I make 2 urns of that and then they can wash in the big bath.
Never with enough to buy in bulk, whenever Lavona has a little money, sometimes borrowing, sometimes getting some from her son, she makes the short trip next door to her neighborhood shop to buy a few items of food.
I can't like go to the shop and like buy groceries for them. I must buy by the mobile, and which the mobile is so expensive. I'm struggle every day. I must see that the food is on the table. I must see that this is done and that is done. And sometimes I can't afford it. I haven't got a cupboard. No groceries. When there is milk, they like a enough steak, milk tea, milk coffee. But I can't afford to buy every day milk, because the milk is just also expensive. Some days there's food and some days there's nothing for them to eat. But I make a way, I'll see that there is always bread. And they eat the bread just so dry, they don't care. They eat it dry and they make them from like tea, floaty. They eat it and drink that and then they are full.
Like many others, Lavona and her family struggle every day to keep one step ahead of their bills.
For me, it's like I live by lend, because the money is too little we receive. It's yours.
As food prices increase, luxuries like water and electricity, which many of us take for granted, diminish. With so much riding on Lavona's shoulders, her future and that of her family will be nothing less than challenging.